Hello, my lovely Aries. I hope you guys are doing well. This will be your weekly reading for the week of the 8th, going to the 14th of April. So let's just dive in. Let's see what's going on for you guys, right? The first card out already is patience. You do have deceit just lingering there, by the way. So there could be a little bit of a warning here when it comes down to allowing someone else to like show themselves, for example. Like that's the vibes I'm getting, especially because of the patience card being there. But let's dive in a little bit more. You are being called to have some patience this week. Oops. Healer of the Ages coming through. Which could be representing you guys, okay? So this feels like you guys are really being called to take maybe a step up in your life purpose, to heal others in whatever way, shape or form. Aries this week. You have time for a nap. And you also have a loyal heart coming through. Time for nap comes in when we do need to prioritize rest and healing. Absolutely. I feel like there could be a message here of like what you're doing for yourself. You could definitely teach others to do for themselves. So if you're taking care of your health, or if you're doing something for your spiritual, your spiritual well-being, for example, I do see that this could be something that you might be able to pass on to others. Strange message, but there we go. Also, the time for a nap card comes in when it says that you're in a position right now that maybe you've asked for before, so make sure that you do find some gratitude in your present moment. As much as we want to move and we want to move forward with that patience card, just remember where you are now is likely to be a place that you once were hoping to be. Okay, so there's a message there, potentially in a love relationship, or this can just be a separate message that there is something to do with a loving relationship that's going to be quite important, but we will dive into it in a little bit more detail. Let's carry on and pull the cards out first, and we'll put them all together for you. For Aries, please, Spirit. We have the same kind of message coming through. Slow and steady wins the race. You have the turtle spirit coming in. Okay, so if you're seeing any turtles, or if you're thinking of turtles, I don't know, this could be a synchronicity for you guys as a reminder to go slow. All right, Aries, please. Destiny coming in. Now, this is an interesting card because I do feel like, a part of you is wanting to live up to your destiny. That could just definitely be the case for some of you when this card comes up. But another message just for a few of you out there, like if you are with somebody or you're calling in for somebody, the message behind this card is about these two people are asking to be kind of reincarnated in another life and still be partners together in the next life. So I don't know, for some of you, you could definitely be with someone that you have a soul contract with, or you're very soon going to be in a relationship with somebody who you have a soul contract with. Okay, but let's carry on. Let's dive in. So something about your destiny is coming through for this week, especially with the healer of the ages that's coming up as well. Some of you are definitely here to help others in whatever way. Okay, right, let's dive in. I'm going to pull 3 cards for recent past. That's just the way I'm doing it now. Like this week anyway, I feel like changing up all the time. Okay, 6 of Cups, 4 of Cups. I will show you, 4 of Cups, 6 of Cups. One more. And a Chariot. I like this energy, actually. It feels like lately you've had like a kick up the butt is why I want to call that, because the 4 of Cups is feeling kind of jaded and a bit bored with life. I feel like maybe this was like a healing period for you. But it's kind of a card of being a little bit dissatisfied with what's being kind of given to you or what's around you. 6 of Cups, some of you may have definitely kind of been holding on to something in the past lately or recently, or however, the timeline is different for everybody. So I'm just going to say in the past. And this has been something that maybe has been blocking you from moving forward. But the good thing about that is because the Chariot is also showing up in the same energy, in the same position, this is telling me that something became a catalyst for you to kind of get over something or move on from something, or to stop allowing that past energy, that nostalgia, to get you back. Okay, sometimes this is a card about getting a little bit lost in your imagination and needing to kind of be grounded back into reality and do something in your present moment. This is kind of feeling like an energy of being a little bit stuck in your mind, reflecting on past events, whatever they may be. I mean, we can all be quite guilty of, either allowing the past to hold us back. It's very normal. We all go through it, but it's something that we need to get out of when we feel like we're ready to. But also it could be the polar opposite. Instead of reflecting on past pains, you could be feeling like, oh, I wish I was back in my 20s again, or in my 30s, or whatever. Like, I really wish things were as easy as they once were. Like, whatever it is to you, in whatever way, this is a good energy with the Chariot here, because it's telling me that you're finally getting up and doing something, which is awesome. This Chariot card is all about chasing the star. That's chasing your dreams, chasing your goals, maybe even chasing a community here. So whether it's about being involved in a better environment with better people. All right, some of you, there could have been past friends or past people that held you back a little bit with this energy. We're not the kind of people, I'm not saying anything bad about these people yet, but I am seeing that for some of you, if that relates to a community, it may feel like, you kind of become who you're surrounded by. And if you were surrounded by people who didn't have the same kind of dreams and goals, then you kind of dim to fit in sometimes, or, it feels like you've outgrown an environment, you've outgrown a way of being, you've outgrown certain people, and now you're moving forward. Now you're deciding, and getting clear on what it is that you want to do moving forward and chasing after that. So I like this. It's an ambitious card. It's about fast forward movement. So you've gone from kind of being a bit complacent or a little bit jaded and bored with life to suddenly getting that groove on, suddenly getting going. Okay, so let's see what's going on in your present moment for Aries. The Tower card. Damn. All right, this is a card of like destruction. Okay, it's a card about things falling apart, but usually, this can be anything from like an epiphany that causes a little bit of like a destruction, whether that's in your beliefs. Maybe you've just realized that maybe you're holding yourself back, and that's something that creates a bit of a tower because something needs to fall apart in order for it to be rebuilt properly. This could be a relationship again. Let's see what this is. Present moment for Aries. What is that? All right, you got 2. 7 of Swords. And the Temperance. We did have that weird message in the beginning. This is only going to be for a few of you, but if you have suspicions about someone kind of going behind your back, I would say be patient, because it feels like it's going to be coming out soon for some of you. Like, that's a really crazy message to come out, to be honest with you. Okay. The Temperance represents patience, just like we had in the beginning. Sometimes we need to take a little bit of a break in order to get clearer, in order to get balance, in order to create that kind of inner harmony, so that when we move forward towards those goals and get back on the path again, we do things well. I'm almost seeing, if you're tired, make sure that you do take some time out. And that is another message that came up for you guys. It's time to take a nap. It's time to take a little bit of a break. So you definitely built up momentum, but this present moment, it definitely feels like you're being called to kind of relax a little bit, because something is going to unfold. Something's going to be revealed to you. Something's going to be revealed to you through some sort of destruction, I will say. Whether you are balancing yourself from a situation that's only recently unfolded, of someone betraying you, or some sort of deceit going on, or someone going behind your back, or whatever this is, the Temperance card is saying to bring harmony back to yourself. Okay, sometimes difficult situations can be a pain in the ass, and they definitely can make us, knock us off track a little bit, but don't see it as being like completely ruining the path, or whatever they're saying here. I know I'm not the best with my words at the moment. The path is still in front of you, and you can still get back on it again. Like, whatever is falling apart or is falling apart, don't worry. It's knocking you off track, yes, but you can get back on track again. Like, that's just the vibes. I think some of you might need to hear that here, because with the Temperance card, I feel like something is going to come from the situation that's actually going to benefit you moving forward. And I know it doesn't seem like it in the moment. Someone betraying you or someone going behind your back is definitely not easy to go through, and definitely is not nice, and you don't deserve it. But with the Temperance being here, I will say a little bit of like an alchemist energy is coming through in your situation. Like, you are kind of being able to take one energy, like the pain from a difficult situation, and turn it into something more beautiful and something more rewarding for you later down the line. That's how I'm seeing it, because the Temperance card, she's balancing two different elements to create something completely different. And she's creating balance and harmony. So something out of the situation is going to lead to more success if you deal with it in the way of a temperance, like in a way of really properly healing from it, and being a little bit of an alchemist and turning those difficult feelings and emotions into something different. I think I'm going to go through and clarify these, to be honest with you, as well. But let's see what's in front of you. Let's see what's in the near future for Aries. Okay, one more. Thank you. You have the High Priestess, about secrets, but she's about knowing something, by the way. So 6 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, which is good. This is saying that you will move forward into better times, by the way. And the 8 of Pentacles is really good financially for you, okay? So if there has been a little bit of like difficulty that you've experienced lately, be patient. Things are going to work out. Some of you could get like some sort of payment from it, or you're going to get back on track and get back to building up those finances, or working really hard on something and building up the habit is one thing I want to say. But most importantly, you're going to see a lot of results from the work that you're putting towards your stability, okay? And the High Priestess, this is interesting because I feel like this is your energy. I feel like there is a sense of you knowing something. This is saying that you're very highly intuitive, by the way. Maybe even, again, that's part of you being a healer, okay? And maybe this is definitely something that you're going to be strengthening, but maybe you're having to get rid of a lot of that external influence. I'm going to go through and I'm going to clarify that Tower, because I feel like that has something to do with it. But 6 of Swords, moving on. Some of you could actually be moving homes or traveling in the near future. But this is about taking the lessons with you, moving away from a very chaotic situation and moving towards something much more stable. And again, this is where the finances are. You don't have any other pentacles here apart from in the near future. So it definitely tells me that that will be improving and you're going to see a lot of results coming back to you. I don't know if some of you might end up ghosting someone or going ghost, because the High Priestess is really like keeping things to yourself. So maybe you've been like sharing a lot with people, and maybe this is something that you're discovering, is that maybe someone is kind of going behind your back or telling other people what you're doing or trying to sabotage you. I'm not exactly sure. Can we clarify the 7 of Swords? The 6 of Pentacles. Now, when this comes in, this is usually about there not being an equal give and take in a situation or in a relationship, okay? And that could be something that you might be struggling with at the moment. Okay, I'm going to clarify the Tower to see if this is representing an actual ending or whether it's just, you know, something is being made clear for a stronger foundation to come in. So 7 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles tells me that someone could be taking way more than they're giving to you. Or, I mean, it could be you, but I'll let you apply it in the situation however it is. Maybe someone is, yeah. This could be financially, or this can again be about like time, energy, love, whatever it is, okay? Whatever dynamic you guys are dealing with. Yeah. A little bit of taking for granted, or someone taking advantage of a situation, to be honest, right? Clarify the Tower. The 2 of Swords. Now, this is about making a major decision with something and following your gut instinct. That with the Tower, this could be in your control, to be honest with you. Because you have this hermit energy here, it's about spending time within yourself to look at something from a higher perspective and to make a decision based on what you see from that higher perspective. For some of you, I mean, because you have the Temperance here, in some of you, not all of you, so take it if it resonates, and leave it if it doesn't. But the Temperance can sometimes be about reconciliation. So for some of you, you could be trying to adjust the scales in a situation, a dynamic with somebody, to make sure that it is balanced. I mean, the Tower is falling anyways, so like somebody, like the truth is definitely coming out in a situation. Divine intervention is coming in. It definitely feels like you're seeing something differently though. So moving forward, I just get the sense here that it either gets rebuilt differently or completely just let the tower fall and leave it be, not rebuilding. But the Two of Swords, that really feels like your decision. It depends on you kind of looking at things from a higher perspective, to be honest with you. Some of you might realize that you actually might be better alone. For some of you, that could be something here. All right, let's look at the Temperance. The Queen of Swords. Sorry, I blew straight into the mic. Now, the Queen of Swords is really about setting a very strong boundary here. So regardless of your situation or how it ends up, I feel like it is really in your control. You're coming through with swords, and it's very unlikely for a fire sign to be so cold, but it means that you've been hurt in a situation. The Queen of Swords is someone who's been through a lot, and the clouds are not around her head. She knows the logical thing to do, and she's setting those boundaries. She's speaking her mind, speaking her truth here. I do feel like some of you will definitely or already are spending time alone to see things clearer about a situation where there has been someone who has either taken advantage of you, okay, whether it's financially, whether it is romantically or friendship wise, like it's someone who has taken advantage of something that you had to give. Let's see the Four of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. All right, Four of Cups and a Nine of Pentacles is interesting because, as I said before, it's kind of about feeling a little bit jaded or bored. Nine of Pentacles, though, is like having built something up for yourself, but something feels like emotionally it's not been super fulfilling. Or maybe these are just two different energies, like maybe financially, or maybe in terms of your work, or maybe in terms of yourself. Like there is a strong energy coming through with that. The Nine of Pentacles is a very good card. Stability, financial independence, or being financially wise, or it's just really about you being in your own energy and really feeling comfortable with that. But the Four of Cups, emotionally, maybe there has been something that has not been, again, dealt with. Let's clarify the Six of Cups because I feel like these are put together. The 10, yeah, this is about baggage from the past or holding on to past memories. 10 of Wands, really being very close to letting it go. And again, this is showing up in your past energy, so I do feel like you've let it go now. But there was a lot of things that were exhausting you in terms of maybe your passions. Maybe you weren't feeling quite passionate again. You were feeling quite bored or jaded emotionally because there was either a comfort zone or a past energy that you were holding on to. But again, because you have the Chariot here, I do see that you actually have let that go now. Clarify the Chariot, please. 10 of Pentacles. Your goal is your stability. Your goal is having that home, building that family, or just that end legacy. All right, this is you focusing on that legacy, whatever it means to you. Is complete stability, complete like financial freedom. This feels like this is the goal. Or again, for some of you, whatever that means to you, this definitely is a card about family, building a family, having beautiful people around you, like loyal people in your life, your soul tribe. Or again, this could be business wise. It depends on you. Definitely set your visions here for something beyond what you had already attained. All right. And there's something about the past that may have held you back, whether that's beliefs or certain nostalgic memories. I feel like you have let that go though. All right, let's dive into your future energy then with the Six of Swords. Let's see. All right, that came with the Three of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. So this is like rebuilding again, by the way. And I do get a sense that some of you will be rebuilding alone. So let's say, for example, you could have been screwed over by a company and now you're deciding to do things independently, or some of you could have been screwed over in a love relationship or some sort of collaboration with someone, and it does feel like you are moving forward towards stabler times, but you're creating that stability. Okay, Two of Pentacles is really about multitasking, being busy. Three of Pentacles is getting, collaborating with others or getting the opinions of other people on something that you're building. And again, like I said, Three of Pentacles is you rebuilding that foundation. I feel like something that I'm hearing here is that you are going to have success in your life. Like, that is clear, but it's like some people aren't meant to come with you, or some people may, knock you off track, but you are going to get back on track again because you are very clear on what it is that you want. And that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. So I like that energy. The Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. Now, for some of you, this combination does feel like that there is an emotional experience coming from the work that you're doing, or whether this is working on yourself, working on a project, or working on your money. I don't know what you're doing, but definitely feels like either love is going to come from this, or there is this new emotional experience that you guys are going to get from this. This can bring you peace. Again, it does feel work related because we have a lot of pentacles, but it could be on yourself, like personal development, whatever you're building on. I see in the near future there is a lot of stability coming in because of the work that you're putting into it, the habits that you're putting, energy towards. Like, I just really love this energy. I really love this energy. It brings peace. It brings love. It's a very beautiful, emotional energy coming through. All right. And the High Priestess, this is the interesting card. Three of Swords. Ooh, look at this too. This feels like, I really will say, make sure that you are processing certain pains. Like I said before, I do feel like you're being a bit of an alchemist anyway. So you are kind of transforming pain and the wounds that you've suffered into your power. And I am seeing that in all the other cards that we've had coming out here. But make sure that you're not just suppressing this, because unconsciously, there is still pain lingering. You are still wounded. You are going to be still hurt. But I do feel like you're putting that energy into the work that you're building up for your life, and the work that you're doing, the emotional experience that you're doing here. But there is a little bit of like keeping to yourself and being quite reserved in the near future, which is interesting. Let's get one more for that. Why not? Okay, then they're just reminding me of the slow and steady wins the race. I feel like when it comes to emotions, I definitely feel like that's something that you might have been suffering with lately, which is where this energy comes in. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving knight, so it takes his time. He really looks at what he's doing properly, and therefore he never really makes that. Well, it's not about not making mistakes, but it's about really looking at something properly, the inside and out, and deciding whether or not he's going to plant that seed, or he's really learning as he goes. He's not just rushing and achieving. He's actually really deep in his craft. So whatever you guys are doing and working on, slow and steady does win the race. You are being called to do things slowly. Don't rush ahead, because there is still something that will be in the, I'm hearing in the sidelines, is that what it's called? Something is lingering around you, and it is your own pain. It is your own subconscious. But that will gradually be rewired. Okay, so that's something to remember, especially with this new love for something. It could be a project, it could be a thing, could be really expanding in your work, to be honest, and there's a lot of love coming away from this. Okay, so it is a really good week coming up for you guys, in the sense that it is going to allow things to fall apart so that things can actually happen. I feel like more success can come to you through whatever is kind of falling apart. Okay, allow the tower to fall, or again, it's up to you. I feel like this is where your big decision is being. And be patient with the decision as well, I guess. You'll know what you need to do. I do want to kind of clarify the Destiny card. The Devil. Interesting indeed. Now, when I said soul contract, this is quite interesting here, because the Devil with this feels like a karmic situation. You and someone, don't hate me for saying this, only take it if it resonates with you. But this energy kind of feels like you and somebody else didn't really clear karma in a last life, so you're kind of both asked to be in this life together. And this is up for interpretation for some of you, of course, because there was a lesson here, or there was a contract, kind of like a soul bond to break. Depends on what you guys really believe in, but That's just coming up for those of you who might need to hear. I'm going to look at the Loyal Hearts card though, because this is like somebody who we are tempted to be with, and there is this like fiery energy, you know. Let's not get it twisted. The Devil card can be not just obsessive, but it's a very strong, passionate energy. That's why it's all the fire and the flame. Sometimes we can get drawn to the fire, a little bit like a moth to the flame, really, because there is a lesson here. There is something to a contract with somebody to break here, and your destiny is to break the chains in whatever degree. Break away from people who are holding you back. I'm hearing like new level, new devil. Like there's always going to be something. There's always going to be a lesson to. I feel like a part of you guys' life, Aries, is really to kind of go beyond. So it does feel like you're going to constantly outgrow situations. You're constantly going to have to like it does feel like definitely learn about limitations. Let's look at the Loyal Hearts. Ace of Wands, passion. And the Star card. Well, that's interesting indeed. This could be a new passionate relationship coming through, but it's through some sort of healing. Or this could be a goal of yours if you're single or whatever you're doing. Whether you're bringing passion back to a current relationship and healing it and being more vulnerable, or for those of you who are single, then this could be like a new passionate relationship coming up, or a business project for some of you, because the Star is again about goals and dreams, and the Ace of Wands is about passion. Okie dokie, a lot of messages there for you guys. So I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me. Let me know how it resonates down below, and I will see you guys next time. All right.